I'm so proud today. This is our rutabaga bed. We've never grown them before. The seed packet said they're going to be about 2 inches in diameter, which is not the size of the ones that you get in the supermarket. But I'm hoping there's seeds out there, if anybody knows, that would give you the bigger ones. But anyway, we really like them. They're a mild flavored cabbagey sort of taste. They're a cross between a turnip and a cabbage. So this is the bed. Now, we weren't exactly sure when to pick them, but I had thought probably when they start sticking up so high out of the ground that they really want to get picked. So here's the leaves, which are apparently not very tasty, if that was your next question. But I still have about 3 dozen in the bed here. So my husband took a camera picture, but over to the other side I laid the rutabagas that I pulled. It's going to be chilly today, so I was going to make soup, and we like rutabagas in our soup.
Hold them up. Let's see it.
This is the biggest one.
This is our first time growing rutabagas.
And
that's a small rutabaga, but it's plenty fine for us.
This is at least 4 inches in diameter, which is bigger than the seed packet said.
So did you leave them in the ground too long then? Are they going to be tough or something?
I don't think so. This one, you can see the soil line. This one was sticking up the highest.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, I see that.
And I found just by trying to weed in that bed that the stalks are very brittle. So as soon as you touch them, they crack. So that's why I'm moving through the rutabaga bed very carefully, taking the yellow leaves off the ground because we have slugs, and slugs like rutabaga leaves. But oh, I'm so happy. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This one did crack. Let's see. Here's the colors. They're purple on the top and yellowish on the bottom. And
the cracking is usually like uneven watering. It's like we got dry spells, and then we got 5 inches of rain, and then they swell and crack, I think.
Sometimes things crack with the change of temperature too.
That too, yeah.
And we had a couple of 28-degree nights, but I opened the bed today because it's supposed to rain, and I wanted the rain to get in.
We're going to compost those leaves, right?
Oh, yes.
So it's Teresa and Charlie Garden for Two. Today is Sunday, November 26th. Anyhow, do you remember how long ago we planted these?
No, I don't. But they were the first winter crop that I planted.
That you planted. All right, I'm going to show them the bed now. You want to come over here and show me your bed? Teresa's pretty happy with our rutabagas. Yeah. We tried rutabagas. I don't know why, but we hadn't been eating rutabagas. And then last year we tried them, and we found out we really liked them.
You can get them. I'll look into some of the smaller ones here. This is the hole where
This is where she plucked them. Hold on, I see one there. I'm going to try and zoom in, guys, it out. I'm getting 2. So there you go. You can see one right there. There it is. Teresa spends a lot of time out here. It's just the 2 of us, takes care of our whole garden. And it's mostly Teresa. She goes in here, she weeds every single day. She's always doing something. She talks to her plants. Yes. She said, "Come and see my rutabagas, they're happy." That's what she came and got me. So, what's under this one?
This is where the broccoli is. The broccoli is not happy.
The broccoli is not happy.
We believe it's because we used straw to mulch them, and the straw was probably treated. So beware of treated straw.
Yeah, straw. We think that because we had some straw laying on the ground and no weeds grow. So that's a pretty good sign that something's up when weeds don't grow. Well, this is my first time seeing this, guys. I haven't seen these either. She puts a double layer on for the frost. Well, that looks okay. And then we had rabbits eating the tops off of them too. They just ate a whole tree. One of our young trees, the rabbits bit it off. This is the winter garden. Look, she's coming along here. She's got all that all started for the new bed. We're going to bury some logs under that because we don't have enough dirt. So we're going to bury some logs in there and take the good soil out. Oh, here we go. Look at these. They're just late. You might still get them.
Some of them, no matter how many times I replanted them, these were grown from seed. No matter how many times I replanted them, they just didn't come up. Last winter, we had broccoli and cauliflower both in one bed, and we decided that certainly wasn't enough. So now we have a full bed of broccoli and a full bed of cauliflower. But it's different this year. Last year was a fantastic success. This year, not so much.
Well, fortunately, the price of broccoli hasn't gone sky high, so we'll be okay.
Anyway.
Well, this is the second crop for the year. You want to take a look at the cauliflower?
Yeah. Watch your step.
She's got me booby-trapped over here.
Cauliflower's a little bit better.
And this is the next bed we're getting ready to do. Oh yeah, a little bit better. Especially the ones in the middle.
Yeah. Although I did just pull a bunch of leaves. I just kind of picked them off where they touch the ground because the slugs think that's lovely, and they just, like a rainbow, they just climb up the leaf and go down into the plant because I have collars around them. And I made a note that the slugs, there's less slugs on the cauliflower that has a metal cutworm collar on it than there is around the ones that just have a cardboard collar. So,
The metal cutworm collars are nothing that we buy. They're just tin cans that she cuts the top and the bottom off of and cleans them.
So, hopefully we'll do better with the cauliflower. We do like that as well.
And I eat a lot of cauliflower. Yep. So the rutabagas, I like the soup, and we use them as a substitute for potatoes, just a little bit lower carb every now and then. But anyhow, that's the winter update and what's going on in the garden. Over there, in this garden. Over there you can see she's got the potato patch with leaves all on it, covered the beds up.
And then we've got carrots and cabbage, garlic, and what else?
Those are in the orchard beds.
Yeah.
That's
lots of cabbage.
Over there, she's got 50 feet going down that side, and way down there you got 20 feet past the strawberries. And the blueberries are looking good, although we grow them in tubs because they're in the lowest part of our yard over there where the water gathers on the clay, and they would probably drown. So we put them in tubs above the ground. Now we got to do something though to keep them warm, but I'm really thinking of bringing in some dirt and just making a huge pile, high, knee-high dirt, and just putting the tubs right in it. So they'll be up above the water line. Anyhow, that's our update for today. It's Teresa and Charlie Garden for Two. This is trying to grow enough food for just the two of us. And here's what she did to the asparagus bed. She cut them way back. Teresa got a new toy this year. She got a torch to torch some of the weeds.
Oops. Yes, and I left the asparagus bed unmulched on purpose. It does have a thin layer of compost on it, but we had so many asparagus beetles, and they overwinter in the stalks and actually on the branches. In some places you can probably leave them over the winter, but apparently here in Delaware you cannot.
I heard they actually get inside the stems of the asparagus.
Yes.
Not just on the stalk. So, I mean, we can see them when they're on the stalk. And here's, this one is a little bit overgrown with ground cover.
Yeah, I gotta mow that.
She's got to mow. She mows it, and then we compost it. Anyhow.
I put mulch of leaves and a mixture of leaves and grass on two of the beds because I had that available.
And I know the sound on my phone. We're not professional photographers or anything like that. I don't edit videos. You get it raw. But I did finally buy a microphone for Teresa, so in the future videos we'll get that on her, and then you'll be able to hear her volume a little bit more even. And over here we're still composting, but we use it as fast as we make it. So we've got 2 piles going now, and a third with just ingredients. Anyhow, it's cold out here. I'm going to go in and do some work.
This one's up to 100.
Up to 100 over there. So she covers them with the tarps, because when we get this heavy rain, it just becomes compost soup. It just kills it, and then I have to spread it all out and flip it, and spread it out and flip it. But at least we're getting a few leaves this year. But we use shredded cardboard. So anyhow, that's the winter garden. We'll show you the orchard some other time. See you guys later, guys. Till next time. It's Charlie and Teresa, Garden for Two.